EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go now. 55. Now the wolf. Right there. Remember, 55. You got to get the ball. Until you get the ball right here. Let's go.
First down, Murray. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
ready. Watch the curl. No.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Kill. 22. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hatchet.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
25, check 25.
They'll run on first down. Pryor. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. Pryor. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Gun. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Hicks. 30, 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They run. It's Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Ryan back into his end zone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
To throw from his end zone, Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Kamara off the draw, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Hey, check. Got it. Check 13. Check 13. Bravo.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
SOS. He's crossing. He's checking cross. Watch twist. Watch safety. Check. Hey, Ridley. Base. 61. 25.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more.
Hey, Haywood.
To throw is Ryan. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. David Onyemata able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. '91 is the mic. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. I got you, punk.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 29-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Sponge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there. Tackle. Under 10. 10. Hey, express. Goose.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fire. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Let's get 51, Tom! 58 for Mike. I got one. Hey, orbit.
On 2nd and 9. Ryan looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Switch it. Switch. 21. Check nickel. Let it go.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Watch the safety.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Check 99. You draw corpus.
Now it's Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Check 26. Check safety.
2nd and 5 now. Murray sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Come on, QB, come on.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Ryan being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
54, stop! At 58 is a mic. Go 58.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's got it complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Yeah, let's get a second.
Again, Ryan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Ryan to throw. And caught by Henry. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray eluding the pressure right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Trucks over him. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Charger drive about to get going, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big one there for the Chargers, and even 50 yards. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
11.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw it, Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cardinals, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.